Buying and selling a home requires stacks and stacks of documents. You can't just seal the deal and walk away with a handshake. When you sell your house, you'll need all of these documents for a smooth transaction. There are so many documents involved in selling your house. At the end of the sale, you're trudging through up to 180 sheets of paperwork. Top real estate agent Jackie Schaefer has sold over 78% more properties in Shelbyville than the average agent. She recommends sellers know exactly what they're getting into.
My clients appreciate that I try to prepare them for every step of what's going to happen. And I talk to them about the fact that once they sell their home, that is truly just baby step number one. And there are many steps to go through to get successfully to the closing table.
So grab your favorite pen and big fancy folder. Here are all the documents involved in selling your home. First, find the original sales contract from when you bought the house. This outlines who you purchased the property from, how much you bought it for, and any disclosures that were made before the sale. You'll also want to have the appraisal report from when you purchased the home. Granted, you'll need a brand new appraisal in order for the buyer's lender to approve the deal, but that comes later on. Have your original appraisal on hand along with any documented updates, such as if you refinanced your home. Next, if you're selling before you pay off your current mortgage, you'll need to request a statement that shows your payoff amount. The payoff amount is the total amount you'll have to pay to satisfy the terms of your mortgage loan. This includes any interest you owe up until the day you plan to pay your loan in full. These numbers are necessary to calculate your home sale proceeds. You'll also need to provide the buyer with proof of your homeowner's insurance information and a list of all of the claims on your home since you bought it. This will show the buyer any damages and repairs made to the house since you've owned it. Plus, it will give the buyer an idea of how much homeowner's insurance will cost. If your house is part of a homeowners association, you'll need the following documents: articles of incorporation, bylaws, rules and regulations, homeowners dues account statement, copies of the minutes from the association's meetings, the declaration of covenants, and the conditions and restrictions. These are all of the key pieces of information the buyer will need to see before they buy your home. And make sure you save all of your receipts for home maintenance and repairs since you've owned the home, such as roof repairs, gutter cleanings, and new paint. Records of big projects that added value to your home, like kitchen and bath remodels, are important to have too. They mitigate the capital gains tax you owe on your home sale. You'll also need the manuals and warranties for appliances that come with the home, such as washer, dryer, refrigerator, and dishwasher. And buyers will also want to see the past utility bills, so make sure you have at least a year worth of bills to show before you list your home for sale. After you've organized all of those documents to get your home listed, you're ready to launch your home sale into action. The first document you'll want to have handy is the comparative market analysis. Your agent will prepare this for you when you're ready to list your home, and it's imperative to have accurate information in order to list your home for the best price. The listing agreement is important to have to refer back to. It's the contract between you and your real estate agent, and the terms in this agreement serves as the foundation of your entire transaction. Your marketing plan lays out how your agent will sell your home. It includes showings, open houses, social media marketing, and all of the promotion involved in selling your home. The seller's net sheet is the last thing you'll need to get your home on the market. This shows how much you'll pocket from your home sale after factoring in taxes, agent commission, mortgage, and escrow fees. Now the stack is getting higher. Here are the documents you'll need to have ready while your home is on the market. The preliminary title report is a legal summary that tells you if there's anything outstanding on your property, such as taxes or recorded conditions. In other words, it's a precautionary report. Mandatory disclosures are important to inform buyers of any hazards on the property, such as lead-based paint, asbestos, toxic chemicals, water damage, or anything you're aware of that could be hazardous. If you got a pre-inspection on your home, you're legally obligated to disclose the report to buyers as well, so add that on to your big pile of papers. For California sellers, you'll need to complete a transfer disclosure statement in your own handwriting. It describes the condition of the house and is intended to help buyers decide whether or not they want to move forward with the transaction. Another document that's only needed in the state of California is the Natural Hazards Report. This shows how prone your property is to hazards like floods, fires, earthquakes, airports, radon gas, and more. You don't want to surprise buyers with a house right on the California fault lines. With those documents out of the way, there are 3 documents that come into play once a buyer puts an offer on your home. First is the purchase offer and counter offer forms. A purchase offer is the documented first step to a buyer closing on a home. It lays out an agreement between the buyer and seller that's subject to change once the transaction moves forward. Next is the final purchase and sale agreement. The buyer and seller's real estate agents and/or attorneys draft up a contract that states the selling price of the home, the terms of the purchase, the earnest money deposit amount, the closing date, and any contingencies. A contingency is a clause in your real estate contract that needs to be met before the deal closes. In order to remove a contingency, you'll need a contingency removal form. Once you get through the documents for a buyer's offer, you'll move on to the contract and closing documents. First up is the home inspection report. Most buyers put a home inspection contingency in the contract, which means they'll arrange for an inspector to come evaluate the house for safety and functional issues. The buyer receives this report, but you can request a copy from them. Same goes for the home appraisal, which is usually a requirement for buyers financing their home with a mortgage. The report will contain local comparable properties with photos and details of each property, including the home being appraised, the appraised value, how the appraiser determined the value, and what factors the appraiser took into consideration. And lastly, here are the final documents you'll need to close your home sale. Your most recent tax statement to calculate any outstanding property taxes you owe on your house. The 1099-S tax form, which is necessary if you don't qualify for the capital gains tax exclusion. If you're a single person and you make $250,000 or more on your home sale, or for married people $500,000 or more, you'll need to fill out a 1099-S tax form for any profit that went over those amounts. The closing statement shows how much money you'll receive after the sale closes. It accounts for closing costs, taxes, and other transaction fees. The closing agent or title company will generate this document. The deed for the house is the physical legal document that officially transfers ownership of the property from the seller to the buyer. It includes the names of both parties involved and a detailed description of the property. Phew! The documents needed to sell a house are extensive and complicated. To make it easier on yourself and get more money in your pocket, work with an experienced real estate agent. That way, all you have to do is sign on the line. Find the best real estate agent in your area to help you with the documents needed to sell your house at homelight.com.